Jarman Johnson with Consumers Credit Union, and we are here to start off the new year in a great way. It is a refreshing way, and we've got with you today our experts in the mortgage industry, David Pendley, who's our Vice President of Mortgages, and Josh Summerfield, who is our Mortgage Sales Manager. And I'll tell you what, these guys have hit the ground running. So excited to talk about a new program we've got that's called Fresh Start Home Sweepstakes. We're going to get to that in a minute. David, I am going to start with you because it is a new year. I've been reading up on all of the thoughts on the mortgage industry. It looks like rates are rising a teensy bit. What's going on?
Yeah, it's clear we are going to see mortgage rates rise a little bit. And they already have maybe about 3/4 of a point already in 2022, but it's not too late. There's still, if you look at it this way, we're 1% off the lowest they've been in most of our lifetimes, so it's a great opportunity if you're looking into a possible cash out refinance or you're looking at buying a home. The exciting thing is with the little bit of a slowdown, we're going to see more inventory come on the market, and it's going to be a lot more peaceful, user-friendly purchase market in 2022.
Well, actually, I think we need that, don't you think?
Yes.
It has been a ride. Josh, you have been helping us all through the year and the years, really helping the team build the back end of helping people get their mortgages really fast, but then also helping us reach out to those most important MLOs, which are mortgage loan officers. How are you seeing the year?
Yeah, it's definitely going to be an interesting year. It's going to be far different than last year. I think obviously the refinances David mentioned are going to start to kind of go away, and it's going to be really focused on the purchase market for our loan officers. So for us, it's going to be getting out on the streets and finding the loans with our realtor connections and any of the other folks in our sphere of influence that might refer us business. And of course, we're always looking for mortgage loan officers that might have a good book of business or network. We always love new loan officers at the credit union.
You make a really good point, Josh. Anybody who's listening, if you know mortgage loan officers, we'd love to hear from you. We've got a wonderful team. We're best and brightest in the nation now as a credit union, and our asset size is over 1.8 billion. Wow, it's just been a really fun growth here at Consumers.
Yeah, it definitely been a lot of growth over the last few years. Continue it. We want to do that again this year, and so we're finding creative ways to go out there and do that.
And I'll tell you, 2022 is the year for refreshing, it sounds like. Maybe you want to refresh your career. Maybe you want to refresh that home, your kitchen, your, where you live entirely. And that's why we are so excited, because we've brought back again in 2022 the Fresh Start Home Mortgage Sweepstakes. And I'll tell you what, this is huge. It's big cash for big projects, and anybody who is over 21 can get into this. It's very easy and very fun today. There's 3 ways to enter, and then Josh, I'm going to let you take it away. You can always enter by applying for a mortgage, a home equity, or a HELOC, which is also known as a home equity line of credit. You can mail in an entry form, just get that entry info on the web, or complete a web form. And we are giving away, listen to this, $25,000, $15,000, and $10,000 in cash to you listeners out there. Josh, what are you thinking?
Yeah, I'm excited to do this again this year. We had the opportunity to do that last year and give away those 3 big prizes, and had 3 awesome winners that couldn't have been more excited to win those and take on their projects around their house. One, I think, was going to buy a new truck. So a few different things that they were going to do with the money. But again, this year, as you mentioned, 3 different prizes: $25,000 for first prize, followed by $15,000 and $10,000. So you're automatically entered to win if you apply for a mortgage or a home equity line or a home equity loan as well. You don't even have to do anything then. You just happen to stumble upon an extra $25,000. Not a bad day.
I think everybody would say that's a good day. So, David, you can enter by a mortgage, a home equity, and a home equity line of credit, amongst the other ways, which are complimentary here at Consumers. What's the difference when I hear home equity and then I hear home equity line of credit? What's the difference?
Yeah, home equity would be just like a second mortgage, like a true loan on your house, like a car loan, except the collateral is actually your house. A HELOC, or a home equity line of credit, is more like a credit card, if you will, at a much, 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 much lower interest rate, and it's secured by the equity in your house. So we have a predetermined amount that we would offer you depending on the equity in your house. Maybe it's 20,000, maybe it's 50, maybe it's $100,000, but you can actually draw on it and only pay interest on the outstanding balance.
With you talking about the inventory kind of lightening up, the potential of us having a little bit of a calmer 2022 for mortgages, what does that mean for the refinance market?
Well, the refinance market, you're not going to probably see a low 3% mortgage, but you might see something in that 3.5% to 4% range, slightly higher. So your payments will be a little bit higher, but it's still, like I said earlier, it's going to be 1% off the lowest they've been in most of our lifetime. We may look back and go, oh, if only I could get a 4% mortgage now, because ultimately rates, they do two things. They go up and then they go down. They don't stay the same. And so it'll be interesting to see how much inflation puts pressure on the mortgage market, but we're already seeing it definitively this year already. So it's a great time to call your mortgage loan officer and do an analysis and to see if something does make sense for you now.
Josh, what have you seen as far as our members are concerned? Have there been more questions now that it feels like perhaps they can get back into the housing market again? I know some people just threw their hands up and said, I'm tired and I'm scared.
Yeah, there was unfortunately a lot of people that I feel like kind of got bounced out because they just couldn't win the bids. I mean, you're going up 10, 15, 20 bids on a house, offers on a house, and they just couldn't win. So they finally kind of gave up. So we are starting to see those people come back and are excited about hopefully a busy spring market with a little bit more on inventory on the market that they can kind of look through and have a fair shot at getting their offer accepted.
I'll tell you, we are so excited because this year we are going to be making sure that once a month we touch base with you guys and just make sure, if there's something going on that we want to get to the top of mind of our members and our communities, that it's important to do that. Number one, though, is the Fresh Start Home Mortgage Sweepstakes we've got going on. We want you as a listener, please try to get that 25K or the 15K or the 10. It wouldn't be bad to get one of any of them.
I'll take any of the three. If you don't happen to win it and you apply for the home equity line, you can still do your project with that, right?
It's kind of like an ATM. You put money, you get money out. Whoa, it's got money out. And Josh, you know what? I hate to tell you, you are not eligible for. So
one of those things our employees can't win again. Darn it.
No, I know. There's disclaimers, and you can read them all on our website, consumerscu.org. David and Josh, thank you again for joining us today. We sure do appreciate it. Money, I'm home, and home is the key word there. Your mortgage can be right here through Consumers Credit Union. I'm Lynn Jarman-Johnson with Consumers Credit Union. Thank you, Jake Esselink, for your editing skills. Have a wonderful week, everybody.